Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vuvu. This is Vuvu Vena Reads. On today's video, I am giving you a very brief review of Cicely Tyson's memoir, Just As I Am. Yeah, if you're interested in that, please stay tuned.
So Vuvu Vena_reads is an amazing book reviewer, also YouTuber. She reviews books on YouTube, and if I'm not mistaken, she also has a blog as well. So please, if for your connection with literature, get in touch with or follow at VUVUVENA_reads. She is based in South Africa, and I think it is also extremely important to follow literary content creators who are based outside of the West and in continental Africa, because they do a really good job of bridging the gap.
We appreciate you, Vuvu, for bringing us Turning Pages and for bringing us your BookTube channel.
You know, this is a chance for people to actually see some people that I really enjoy.
Please consider pressing the red subscribe button down below. And if you are returning, welcome back, fam.
Vuvu, you're amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, so I got my copy from Jonathan Ball Publishers a while back, and this is Cicely Tyson's memoir, as I've mentioned. So she shares her life and times. She passed on sometime last year, and she was in her late 90s, I want to say, or early 90s when she passed on. And luckily for us, she was able to read the sorry, my dust jacket is coming off. She was able to read for us the audiobook of this book before then, which makes it even extra special. I did accompany my reading of this book with the audio, which is available on Script. So Cicely basically shares with us her journey from birth, before she became famous, how she became famous, who she became when she did become famous, and all the wonderful people that she met on the journey. And also she gives us a bigger than a sneak preview of her relationship with a certain Miles Davis. So that was quite intriguing. Let me just highlight the things that I think I took out of this book that I feel are quite precious. One was, it really does not matter who you're born to. It really, I know we'd like to say it does, right? Because if you're born into wealth and all those kind of things, the trajectory of your life becomes something else. But the more of these kind of stories that I come across, the more I realize, honestly, if there's destiny on you, you will meet your destiny, whether or not it seems like you are born into the most ideal circumstance. So what I'm trying to say is that where you're born and who you're born to is exactly perfect for who you are meant to become. And I think that is a message in her earlier stories, right? I mean, so her earlier life, the part of the story of her earlier life does carry that message quite well. I think the second thing that I picked up on Cicely's story is that Cicely's story is that there's no such thing as a late start, you know. So once that destiny meets with reality and it's time for you to get going, you will get going. Everything will be ordered so perfectly well for you, so much so that you might not be able to even explain how these things are happening for you the way that they are, as if they were just lined up at the perfect time for just you. And this is how her story became. Well, her story unfolds into her ending up on stage. Everything is just perfectly lined up to the point where she has no need to question whether it should be or if it shouldn't be. The next thing that I love about something that she says here is that she sounded like a feeling person, right? So with the roles that she kept picking throughout the years in the movies and the stage plays that she was in, they had to make her feel something while she was reading the scripts, right? And for me, I think intuition is a very integral part of living, and I absolutely love seeing that in her story and her repeating that over and over and over again. The next part that I absolutely enjoyed is how she was so focused on, I want to say, innocence, right, and her navigation of her own life, that her even becoming a mother was something that she stumbled upon but once she realized that she stumbled upon it and threw it in error, she made right by her child, and how she completely protects her child throughout this book, so far as giving her child a pseudonym in this book, because she believes that she's telling her story, not her child's story. So therefore there's no need for us to know that that is her child, if you get what I'm trying to say. And because their relationship was so strained, because she was a young mom, stumbling her way through it, like I'm saying, and then finding herself in a position of fame and having to navigate all of that without any prior proper training. Also, her life is full of hungering for excellence, right? Not necessarily perfection, but she knew that there's something that she's been given to steward, that she needs to do her best to make sure that she gives what the version of it that she's meant to give out into the world, which is also a very important trait. We're load shedding, and this is highly awkward right now. Okay, I don't know, and it's quite dark today. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to continue this video like this. I'm so sorry. So another part of what she symbolized for me was compassion. She had a great love for human beings. It comes out quite clear in her story, and a love that expected nothing. She loved so freely and without any expectation, if you hear what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to see if this is not blocking me. But she loved so freely and with no expectation, which she did until the very end, which is something that's very rare to find, especially in circles where people are chasing the same thing. But she was very generous with her love, and she was very certain of who she was. So nothing was ever really a threat to her, because she knew and she understood herself and her place in the greater scheme of things. And I love how she used her life's work as her way of adding to the Black people's struggle. So she knew what she could fight for, and she knew what she couldn't fight for. Okay, I tried to make a plan with the lighting, but I wanted to just come back on here to tell you guys that I loved this book so much. I rated it a 4 out of 5 stars, and I think it is one of those that I will revisit a lot, especially via audio, because it does feel like you're having your grandmother tell you their life story, like right in your ear. It's got those fireside vibes as well. I absolutely love Mama Cicely's voice as well in the audio. It's something that I absolutely enjoyed. 4 out of 5 stars for me, and that's the end of that review. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, I love you very much for choosing me. Bye now.